Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be reviewing Luca S Project's minifigure scale BARC speeder and the Brick Den's minifigure scale ATRT. Let's get right into the video. Also, before we jump right in, there will be some background noise as there's construction currently going on right outside my house. Anyway, I think we'll get into the BARC speeder first. This BARC speeder was designed by Luca S Projects. I will leave a link to his Instagram in the description below. Anyway, let's get into it. So, here we have the BARC speeder. It looks really nice, and as far as I know, it is minifigure scale. My favorite part about this is how the legs are angled in a way that they're pointing out onto the pads where there will be pedals and where he would move or start the ignition of the BARC speeder. Anyway, this uses a lot of very cool building techniques, and some of them are considered to be illegal building techniques, but they're still very cool, and I think it works out for the best because this design is almost impossible to pull off. Just before we get into any further detail, this is not the original design. I had to substitute some pieces on the back for the laser blasters because the little black bars are supposed to be screwdriver pieces, but I didn't have 2 screwdriver pieces, so I just used that. Anyway, on the front of the blasters, the very front, you can see that there are hammers, and they're put into these little bar holders, and they work very effectively for them. They work very effectively for the front cannons. Then in the middle here, from a top-down view, you can see the bar that runs through the center. This is very hard to get into place, but the final result is very cool. The handlebars are made up of a robot hand and a regular minifigure hand, which both clip into each other, then clip into the bottom of the clip holding on the middle bar. Then, as you get closer to the back, you can see the pedals at the bottom. Those are very cool. I love this. I love when minifigure scale builds go the extra mile to have the legs spread out on the vehicles to make it look like they're in somewhat of an action pose. In the official pictures that Lucas Projects put up on his Instagram, he had a different stand, but I have found this stand to work quite nice. These are from the superhero minifigure series, the DC superhero, and it allows for a lot better range of movement. Say if you want the stand, and you can try and get a good angle here, you can try and angle it sideways so that it looks like he's in kind of a drifting pose where he's going around a corner, or you could kind of have it angled somewhat like that, as if he's trying to stop the thing, kind of skidding the ground, trying to stop it. But yeah, that's kind of my pad for holding it up. But I will not be showing how to build these, just in case that is not what the designers wish to have. You can go check out their videos or ask them for instructions if needs be, but I do not have permission to show how to build them. So I suppose we'll move on to the ATRT. Now this ATRT was designed by the Brick Den. It is minifigure scale as far as I know, as it's not stated in his video, but that video will be linked in the description where he does give a tutorial on how to build it. Anyway, I will now show you the really awesome detail that the Brick Den put into this model. But the first thing you need to know is that both of these, the ATRT and the BARC speeder, are very, 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 very delicate. They can break very easily, but the legs on this one is the strongest part about it. There is no middle joint at here or here. You can't kind of bend the knee. You can't bend at the knee, or kind of an inverted knee, but that makes it all the more sturdier and easier to hold up. But as for the top half, this is where it starts to get very, very, very delicate. As you can see here, this bit just flips around and can kind of go side to side very easily. It comes off, but this entire section just comes off. It does have a secure connection. It just kind of pushes out if you move the figure around too much. But other than that, it's perfectly fine. The design, it's kind of a sacrifice you have to make for the design, but you could probably get a better Technic pin and put it in and maybe hold it straighter, which is something that I might try and do in the future. But as you can see here, like on the BARC speeder, the legs of this, the legs on the ARF Trooper, there goes the leg. The legs on the ARF Trooper poke, or not poke, but they kind of are off to the side, disconnecting from the main body, and go onto these pedals, which are attached to the leg assembly, which is very cool. On the back, I like the addition of the sword that you get with the TX-130 fighter tank. It came out in like 2016, I want to say. But you get the sword that comes as an antenna piece in that one. I really like the leg design. The legs are one of my favorite part with all the... It looks very, very accurate to the real thing. But here is a minifigure next to the ATRT, just for scale. And this is very accurate, as the head of a clone trooper touches this, or would reach up to that high. Would reach, the fin of a clone trooper is supposed to reach up to there, the fin on the helmet. So that's quite accurate for scale. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the ATRT. And then both back in for one final shot. As I said, these will both of the links to these will be in the description. I hope that you enjoyed this review. I certainly love these designs, and chose them specifically because they're minifigure scale. But my next video, I hope to be doing a review on the 2008 Republic gunship that I got for Christmas. Just haven't gotten around to reviewing. But I have made heavy modifications to it, so I have to unmodify it for the purpose of the video. So that's it for the video. Definitely go and check out these in the description, as both the people who made them are very talented builders and deserve all the recognition they can get. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.